What's up? Today I'm going to show you a somewhat miserable job on how to do a air compressor condenser, AC condenser on a 2011 F150 3.5 liter. It's got the twin turbo, obviously, but I think this would probably work to like 2014 or 2015. You can see I already pulled this intake tube off, but anyways, let's start at the beginning. So pull your wheel, pull the wheel well, give it a kick for good measure. Then that hose that I just showed you, it connects to here, but that's just that's hot. That connects to a it's just a hose clamp that you, like a squeeze one. So I squeeze that off, boom, done. This one, however, that's the main portion of it. It has a hose clamp with a 8mm end on it. So you gotta run that loose to be able to yank the thing off. But also, here's this connector and here's this one, because we're also gonna have to pull this silly goose. It also has a hose clamp on it, so we're gonna have to pull that. Also, come up here, had to run this loose. So this is that hose clamp I was talking about. Ran that loose, comes off. There's that connector that runs that into that grommet. This is the part that fits into this. I'm out of breath, and so there's where we're at. So we got to pull that. We're starting to be able to see our compressor down there. We got our high line and our low line. So we're gonna pull this rubber guy off first to be able to get to it, so that we can get to. Right now, all we can see is this one and this one and this one. So we're gonna start by pulling those after we pull that rubber thing, but we're gonna pull these two, and then we're gonna pull this, and then we'll hopefully have access to these two, and then we'll go from there. Woo. This is a bit of a shot in the dark, but you can see that I've got an angle bit, or an angle socket, like a universal socket, going in there to hook up to that very oily and dusty hose clamp. And so I'm gonna get that as loose as I can, and then I'm gonna try to push it up to where I can actually get something in there like straight on. So I'm gonna try to shove this upward so that I can come in from over the top and get it with a straight extension, instead of trying to do this, because I can only just barely get it loosened basically by hand. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so as you can see, we're on the top of the vehicle now. Why not? Underneath, top. So I think what we need to do is, now that we got that loosened up enough, we got these two bolts of the same size as the other, and we're gonna run these loose and take them off, because that will allow us to shake this little guy loose. So while you're here, you might as well pull this guy off. And I'd recommend doing this with extremely carefully, because you don't want to break it. And you don't get mad at this point, because it's too early to get mad. So you get those two off, and that should allow us to wiggle this off, because we already loosened that hose clamp at the bottom. So I'm going to pull these two off, and hopefully we'll be able to pop this up. I don't feel like popping it off down there, because I don't even know what's going to happen if I do that. So I'm just going to prop this up here, like, I don't know, onto that guy. That looks great. So I'm going to prop it up onto there so it's out of the way. Well, there's a lot less room than I thought, but I popped this off from the bottom of there, which connected to the bottom side of that, and get that little guy out of the way. There's a lot less room to move this than I thought there would be. So I can't even lift it up, but what I can do is just pull it off to the side, and hopefully that we can see down in there. Yeah, I knew this would happen from the beginning, but anyways, I'll just let you in on it. This pops off now. I got these random hoses. Once again, gently pull this guy off, and you got to make sure that you put him back, I'm sure, because it probably makes a big difference. This guy goes to the other one, and this guy goes to the other one. You know, just watch it in reverse. I don't know. Anyways, this pops up and off. Let's wedge this without kinking it. Too bad, anyways. We'll use that other hose to hold the other hose. Oh, my hose. And then, so now we can see that bolt. And then I'm sure once we pull this AC line with the big old honking thingy thing, and then we'll pull the one without the big honking thingy thing, and then we'll be able to get to the 2 bolts. And then here's the wire harness. This thing is still stinking hot. That we're gonna have to unplug from here. Ow. Oh Lord, that's hot. Can you see it? This one. And then we're gonna just like twist it off of the belt so that we don't have to pull all this other stuff and do the belt, because I don't want to. So anyways, let me start by disconnecting these lines, and then I will go on to disconnecting the harness, and then I'll start undoing those bolts. And I will tell you those sizes in probably for you like 8 seconds. Bye. So 2 things. It's a 13 millimeter. Second, don't ever listen to a YouTube mechanic, because I didn't ever relieve the pressure because I thought it already blew out on me. And now I got UV dye all over everything and covering, yeah, I don't know. I filled in my cuts, so it's probably good for me. Anyways, got those 2 down. I would recommend probably relieving the pressure out of your system using the things that you're supposed to do. But anyways, I blew up. So now we have access to the 3 bolts. 2 of them are somewhat feasible. One of them looks fairly miserable. That's going to be straight down below this. So we got one over here, and then we got this one up on top, and then we got one straight down below it, according to this. So that was the first one I pointed to, the second one up on top, and then one straight down. So I'm going to try to get down in there and start pulling those little guys. I'm gonna clean my little green goop off of this, you know, as one does. Okay, so I got all those bolts loosened. Once again, please highly recommend running the system out of oil before opening it up, because it finds every cut and it hurts. But it's a 10 millimeter times 3. So these 3 bolts are 10 millimeter, and I can't get them all the way out. They're gonna have to stay in. I'm sorry, but they're just gonna have to stay in. So now that you got that out, you can start loosening it up and like twisting it. Even though it's so hot, please let your vehicle cool down too. Just we have to pull it out away from the system. So pull the bolts out as far as they can go, and then just start loosening it up, because there's those 3 bolts, but they think they sink in a little bit due to like this little thing. So you just got to wiggle it away from it a little bit, and then it'll come loose. We're going to twist it away, and we're going to pull it out the front and down. Okay, so we're going to losing our minds here, but make sure once you have, like, I had to move the harness out of the way. I had to like, this thing's completely backwards, but I had to like make sure the electrical harness wasn't getting caught. And can you even see that? Oh, it's so heavy. Oh, the belt's still hooked all around it. It's be all fussy. So anyways, I'm feeding it out this way. You can see what I'm doing. It's, oh my gosh. It's nothing fancy. Just get it out the front end, and then we'll feed the other one in backwards. Oh Lord, I think the compressor went bad. I think it's a bad. Is that a bad compressor? I don't know. I think it's bad. Oops, it's goopy. Kill my. Look at that, side by side. So I pulled the plug off with this one. Lost some air pressure. Pulled the plug on this one. I have not dumped it yet. I was told that by a wise man that you should dump out the fluid in that and put in an equal amount of that. Not necessarily fill this sucker up, but put in how much is in this, because the system has the rest of the system. So anyways, I'm going to dump this out and try to equally put in the amount of pag oil in it, and then spin this around a bunch and then cap off the system. I highly recommend looking up a video on how to properly do that, because I don't think I did it right. But I got some stuff in there. I'm going to kind of clean this off. We're going to put this guy back in before it starts to rain on me. So yeah, let's do that. So if you can see this, what I'm doing to pull to put this back in is I'm pulling this the belt off to the right hand side so that I can feed this up in there. And I fed this to the right of these cooler lines, right in that way. So pull this off to the side, and I'm going to get this guy close into place, and then I'm going to feed the belt around it, and then I'm going to get it tightened up, because then it'll pull the belt tight with it. Easy as that, right? So before I get it too far up in there, I've got it facing upward right now. So what I'm going to do is feed my bolts into it so that I can still fit them in, because they won't fit in if I get them if I get this into place. So I'm going to put the 3 bolts in where they go. I kept them in the same pattern. I don't know if it matters or not, because they're all the same length, but anyways, get those bolts in it, and then start feeding it into place. So I fought like hell to get this thing in there, and I got it in there. You see it's shiny, brand new. And this new plug, it runs all the way from the front all the way around, and this plug comes from the back. You don't want it to route around that belt, otherwise it'll just suck it in or wear it out or whatever. Anyways, I have so many things in the way here, but now what I gotta do, since everything fell back in the way while I was doing this, we gotta pull those 2 plugs so that we can hook up the top and the bottom, or the top and the bottom, I mean, back onto it, and then we'll start putting all this other stuff back together. But make sure you get that hose on there, and make sure it's wrapped around nice and tight. I got my top bolt in. It only fits one way because those little grommets go in there, so make sure it fits in there right. Got my one tightened up so that I could tighten up my back one, so that I could tighten up my bottom one, and it was not fun. I mean, you can see what. Yep, good luck. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea where we're at in the video, but you got all that tightened up. You got all the AC compressor, the 3 bolts tightened up. Then you got down in there and you tightened up those 2 AC compressor bolts. Mine was 2 different ones. Well, different from the ones I pulled out. What size were they? They were size 12. For some reason, they decided to go with size 12. Got those tightened up. So now I'm getting this guy back on. This guy with the whole like aluminum looking boot, that's gonna go on first. This guy, remember to hook up your little useless hoses. And then we're gonna fit this guy back on. We're gonna clip it. We're gonna go the right direction with it, and then we're gonna throw in our 2 tiny little bolts on there. So don't forget to do all this. You got to put it back together when you're done. Lovely. So don't forget to hook up this hose that comes back down to there. Don't forget to hook up well, I'm not even looking at that. This one, this little like candy cane corn looking one, candy cane looking one. Clamp there, and there. This big guy clamps down there. The one above it clamps right there. These guys hook onto the fender, but don't forget, oh Lord, don't forget to hook up your tubes. So this one hooks back into there. Then we've got another one that is kind of jammed up in here. Hooks back into that one. And then there's another one. I'll let you know when I find it. I pushed it underneath this hose when I did it. So anyways, it's pretty obvious where they go. Works a lot better if you're not recording and you have two hands that aren't covered in oil unnecessarily because you're an idiot and you didn't vac out the system. But anyways, so now those are all back in place. Everything is hooked up, all the hoses, the air compressor, minus this guy. That's pretty important. Put that back into place, tighten that down more than just by hand. 8 mil. Everything else is good. So now we're gonna hook up a vac and do all that, but that's a whole different thing. So anyways, that's a 3.5 liter, look at that, 3.5 liter V6 Ecoboost. So good luck. That was not fun. I watched a short video and it was like, well, just take off the fender wheel, or whatever you call it, the wheel well and the tire, and oh, it's a couple bolts and this and that. It's a lot more than that. So just a warning. Hopefully you watch this thing all the way through before you get started. I'm probably going to put this in the beginning now, just so you know. It's not an easy video, or not an easy project. You got to disconnect the lines from up here after removing these tubes. So you got to remove these tubes, pull the air lines, hopefully after you release air from the system, freon from the system, otherwise you're going to make a mess like I did. And then pull 3 bolts, pull the unit out that way and get it down while leaving the belt in place. Add your PAG oil to whatever level you're supposed to add it to. Hopefully I did that right. Put it back in reverse while hooking the belt, getting the top bolt started to get the back bolt far enough in to where it can thread so that I can get my bottom bolt in while making sure that your belt is good. Then adding the high pressure and the low pressure hoses or airlines or whatever you call them back onto it. Then adding all these back together in the right order, plus all the little airline hoses and this and that. It's not fun, and you're gonna end up an absolute mess. But I would leave yourself probably 3 hours to do it, just in case. I hope this helps. Don't get mad at me if it doesn't. Well, get mad at me if you want. I don't care. This is the internet. Whatever. Anyways, I hope this helped. Good luck. I pray to God I have air conditioning after this, because it's been like 90+ degrees every day. So let's hope for the best. Anyways, like and subscribe. Good luck. Bye.